Dropped off the empty at the shipping terminal. Dispatch had a LTL off of yesterday's ship, so we hooked up to this full 40-foot container with about 40,000 pounds of consolidated freight, taking it back to our terminal 4 miles away. Second movement of the day, and the sun is now up, and we have that blinding sun, but we got the light in our favor, so we can make our 3-lane merge there. Weatherman says we're going up to 81, but there's hardly any wind, which means the weather's probably going to change. But at the moment, it's perfect. Yeah, second movement of the day, making our way back to our terminal. Yeah, we put that LTL on dock number 5. Checked in with dispatch. They gave us a couple of runs. First one was a full 40-foot container with packaging material going down to a bakery located on the San Alan access road about 2 miles from our company. So that only took a minute. Then we bobtailed into the shipping terminal of San Alan and picked up this full 40-foot container with 20,000 pounds of freight headed over here to the Kaneohe Marine Corps base. I like this run because it takes you across the island. It's a 25-mile run across the island. So we're over here on the windward side of the island now. We just made our way onto the base. Not sure how many Marines are based here. I think it's somewhere between 11 and 14,000. I think that's about right. Not real sure. But we're going to its main exchange or distribution warehouse. And we're going to put this container on the dock, and there should be an empty there. We'll pick up the empty, so I call that a swap. But it's actually more of a drop and hook because there's 2 docks. So drop it full on one dock and then pick up the empty from the other dock. on the dock. Say Happy New Year to everybody, and then hook up to the empty and take that back to the shipping terminal St. Allen. So we drop off the 4th container movement of the day, full container from the shipping terminal. Pick up the 5th movement of the day, which is now empty, going back to the shipping terminal St. Allen, 25 miles away. We gotta get it pre-trip, get the placards off of it. But it's also probably lunchtime now. What time is it? 10:05. Yeah, so we'll probably take a break, have some lunch, and then finish up this run. 11:56. I got 3 truckers have already shut down for the day. Anyway, we took that empty from the Marine Corps base back to the shipping terminal, and then bobtailed over to a furniture installer, which I haven't been to since the pandemic, which is kind of a good sign that things are maybe turning around. I picked up this inner island shipping container. It was empty at their yard. I took it back to the inner island shipping terminal, in-gated it, and then I had a booking number to out-gate it for us. We're going to put consolidated freight in it tomorrow and ship it off to one of the neighbor islands. But yeah, we just brought it back to the yard. The yard is busy, but these guys are shutting down. I'm guessing it's not that busy. Well, this would be our 7th movement of the day, bringing this empty from the inner island shipping terminal into our yard for use tomorrow. I thought today would have been busier than that. Tractor drivers are driving box trucks over here. Hello, bobtailing in the yard. In the yard, okay. Uh-huh. 454072. Okay. Okay, she gave me a list of empty containers that's in her paperwork, but I'm thinking they were, oh, there's one right in front of us there. Alright, so let's go hook up to this container, 459767. She has a bunch of loose ends on her end that will probably clear it up over the weekend. She just is not aware of it, so not in the yard, she's got to track down who actually took that back to the shipping terminal. Just took the airbags and released the air so it'll go down a little bit. There we go. All we need was a ½ inch. Now look at this container pre-trip, make sure it's empty, and then take it back to the shipping terminal. San Island, your 8th movement of the day. That's it. It's 2:30-ish. 2:39. And we are going to shut it down. Everybody else is doing the same thing, trying to get things squeezed into the yard here. Let's see here. Fan, turn signal, lights, air conditioner, engine. So when people ask me, you know, what's an average day like? My favorite answer is start at 6, work an 8-hour day, get off around 3, pull 8 containers, usually 4 full containers, 4 empty containers, and we'll probably have to bobtail about 4 times. That would be the average. Now, because I've been doing it 20 years, I normally do more than the average. But I mean, if you're doing 8 container pulls a day, doing what we do, I mean, you're one of our better drivers. Some days you do less than that, but average day drive 60-80 miles. So today we came in at 6. We'll be out of here by 2:45. We did 10 container movements. We drove 92 miles. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empties, and 1, 2, 3, 4 fulls. And we bobtailed 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So again, that's average day. First average day of the year. When I was dropping off my load at the Kaneohe Marine Corps base, they said it was nice to be all caught up and back to normal. I says, yeah, so now what do you have planned? He says, well, January means inventory, which means we stop offloading containers, count everything, and then the containers back up in their yard, and then we start up again. So when he said that, I says, you know, that's a good thing. I always call January the reset month, when you reset, but a good way to think of it also might be it's time to take inventory, you know, clean out a closet and see what we got in there, or the food pantry, and just pull everything out, put everything back, and take inventory. So that's kind of what I've been doing with the computer. I'm learning that I learn about the computer and then I forget everything I learned, you know. I thought my computer had 8 gigabytes, and then I added 8 to it, so now it has 16 gigabytes of RAM. And then it had a terabyte, and then I added another 2 terabytes, and now it's 3 terabytes of storage. And my i7 processor, I don't know how old that is, but the computer was originally made in 2013, but that computer was upgraded over the years, and then I think I bought it in 2015 or 16. So as far as computers go, it's going on 20 years. Talked to my brother about graphic cards. That's what I'm learning now about graphic cards, and how that's the new way of keeping computers competitive in the ever-changing programs, as the programs get more and more intense. And I think a lot of it is driven by the gaming industry. Gaming has become a huge industry. So people are building these $2,000 and $3,000 computers that are just mind-blowing, I guess. I just have a little... I think I bought that computer, you know, however many years ago for $700. I think on eBay now, however many years later, it's worth like $200. And that's like the irritating thing about computers, is that the second, it's like a car. The second you drive it out the store, you know, it loses half its value. But that's what we've been up to at home, just taking inventory. We're gonna go home, make a nice dinner tonight. It's Friday. I mean, we're off tomorrow, so gonna make something nice. Yeah, I haven't figured out what that is yet, though. I'm looking. We got our tilt deck trailer just pulling in with I guess one of the flatbed trucks broke down, and the guy who drove that flatbed truck, I think, broke down just the other day with a different truck. Radiator hose blew. Oh well. There's always something going on in the yard. That's the nature of the business. But yeah, I'm probably going to cook up some Ono fillets. I made that last week and it was really good. Kind of craving that. It's either that or the panko shrimp that's in the freezer. But I'm leaning towards the fish. I'm sure my wife is leaning towards the shrimp. I'm not much of a shrimp eater. I mean, I'll make it, but it's not my favorite meal. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.